Right now, we do want to get an update on that tragic incident that happened on Capitol Hill today. I'm being joined by Fox News' Lucas Tomlinson. Lucas, so good to see you. What's the latest that we know at this hour?
Andrew, great to join you on what's unfortunately not a very good Friday. Law enforcement officials have told Fox the suspect is 25-year-old Noah Green. We're told he also had stabbed one of the officers after running them over. At this point, it appears that Green was a lone wolf. Green's since-deleted Facebook page indicated he was a follower of the Nation of Islam, who claimed to have recently lost his job. Chaotic scene on Capitol Hill on Good Friday. A suspect with a large knife rammed a vehicle into officers and then got out and charged at them. The suspect shot and killed. One of the officers did not survive.
I ask that you keep our U.S. Capitol Police family in your thoughts and prayers.
Cameras captured the immediate response. National Guard troops with shields could be seen arriving closer to the Capitol building to get the situation under control. Police say so far the suspect was not known to law enforcement. It comes during a time where Capitol Hill police are still dealing with the aftermath of the January 6th riot. Just recently, outer fencing around the Capitol had been removed.
This has been an extremely difficult time for U.S. Capitol Police after the events of January 6th and now the events that have occurred here today.
The crash also happening as many lawmakers are on spring recess and many offices are empty. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has ordered the flags to be flown at the Capitol at half-staff.
This is one of the times when we should all take a step back on Good Friday and be very thankful that there are Americans willing to put themselves in harm's way in order to defend others. My staff is safer because we have Capitol Police doing their jobs and risking their lives.
The officer killed has been identified as Officer William Billy Evans, an 18-year veteran of the force. The other officer who was stabbed is recovering and is in stable condition right now, but certainly just a horrible way to start the Easter weekend, Andrew.
And Lucas, do we expect or anticipate to hear from any law enforcement on updates later tonight or into the weekend?
We'll definitely be getting updates. I'm not sure about this evening, but we'll certainly be getting updates throughout the weekend. But for right now, the vehicle, the blue sedan that Green was driving, has been removed by law enforcement. Certainly they're going to be combing that for evidence, as well as not just his social media profile, but friends and family, and just find out what motivated him to take this, what some would call it, rampage to the Capitol this afternoon on one of the holiest. I know Easter is one of the holiest, but on Good Friday for the Christian calendar, one of the holiest days of the year, Andrew.
And Lucas, do you anticipate that those barriers around the Capitol, we know they were up after January 6th, to be up for the foreseeable future now?
Well, that's a bit of the irony of today, is the outer barriers have been removed in recent days. And there was a lot of talk on Capitol Hill, certainly from a lot of lawmakers, about why the National Guard was still at the Capitol providing security. People thought there was no threat. Today, it was a reminder there is still a threat, maybe not from the same quarters or precincts that people thought, but certainly Mr. Green, who is a follower of the Nation of Islam, considered Louis Farrakhan to be his leader, even called him his messiah on social media. Certainly people taking a hard look at security and wondering if those 2,300 National Guardsmen who remain in Washington, if they're going to have to stay a little longer. But certainly today, the Capitol Police was ready, and sadly, a member of that force lost his life defending the Capitol and really the institution of democracy, Andrew.
Fox News correspondent Lucas Tomlinson, so good to see you. Thanks for bringing us that story here on News Now from Fox.
You bet, Andrew.
All right, we do have